Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Ongaku to You for the week of January 11th, 2018. I'm your host, Ken, and with me I have Gray,
Konnichiwa!
and I also have Luna.
Hello, hello, hello.
How you guys doing today?
Doing good, doing good. Glad to be here.
Same, glad to be here. Just bracing for the cold front.
You should
Yeah,
come.
well, you guys,
You should come visit me, Luna. We're in the middle of a heat wave. It's supposed to be 63 tomorrow.
It was 62 today, and it's going to get down to 15 tonight, and it's raining right now. I'm not joking. This is freaking insane. So
and where
we'll
I
see what
am, it's a
happens.
very balmy 74 degrees.
Well, I don't think it ever
It's always
changes
nice
much for
there.
you.
Nope.
Yeah, it's the average. Well, no, I lied. It's a 79 degrees right now. But yeah, what you guys been listening to?
Luna, you
Gray,
can
do you
go
want to
first.
go or
Okay.
you?
No, no, you go first.
Okay. I've been listening to, I guess, a lot of random music, a lot of older stuff. So Olivia, she is a J-pop slash J-rock artist. She hasn't done music for a couple years. She's half German, half Japanese. I've been listening to her older stuff, like from The Lost Lolly and Mary and Hell Go Round, like her older music. Forgot how much I love her voice and her style. So she's been one of the big ones, and a lot of Ray Fu. I don't know what got me back listening into her, but I think it was I bought one of her albums, started listening to it, and I'm like, man, I really love her. So I went back there and listened to everything by her that I had.
Oh wow.
Uh, oh yeah, I
Hey,
have a lot of her albums and singles. I own almost all of them except the newer ones, which are very hard to find. But literally sat at work for the last 3 days. That's all I've listened to is Ray Fu and Olivia. What about
nice.
you, Gray?
Me, I've been busy at work. Like I had to work 2 13-hour days in a row, so I haven't had a chance to really listen to too much. So I've mostly been listening to the Gorilla Bish album by Bish, because that album's really growing on me, and it's just fun to listen to. So I've been listening to that a lot, and
Nice, nice.
I've been listening to. I got the Juicy EP by Wanima, and I got their album "Are You Coming?" And I've been listening to both those, and like Wanima is one of those because I had never really heard of them until I watched the Kohaku and I saw them do their song, Tomoni, but I love that song, and I've been checking out some of their other music, and they do not disappoint. Like I love their style. It's more upbeat. Like you can tell like these guys are just having fun, and I really like that. I like that appeal. So I even tweeted out the music video of Timoni last night, and it's something that's really worth checking out. Great song if you haven't heard it, and it's just it's a simple music video, not a whole lot's really going on in it, but again, you can tell these guys are having fun, and that's what I like to see in a band. Like if I hate it when like bands are together but they seem miserable and they're just like, oh, I'm in it for the money. Like I mean, if you're gonna do it for the fun, do it because you love the craft, and these guys really seem to have it. So I've really been enjoying them so far. So definitely worth those out if you guys haven't had a chance. Oh, what about you, Ken? What you been listening to?
I went down the rabbit hole of Nogizaka and Kizaki Kaya 46. I haven't been really into them, but then like I kind of just went down the rabbit hole and downloaded everything from them. And I also got into this kind of new, I guess, newer group by the name of Cicada. and they're kind of like a lounge. They kind of sing like lounge type of music, kind of relaxing style R&B music. It's
Is it
something I kind of found it really liking it.
is it spelled like the insect?
Yeah, it's spelled exactly like the insect.
Okay, I'll have to check them out.
Yeah,
Because I love that
when I
style of music.
posted that I like their new single that well I guess it's a single because they only posted 2 songs. Actually the artist kind of liked it back, and I was talking to them on my personal Twitter account about their live and stuff too. So
Nice.
it's
Look at
pretty
you with the
cool. They
connections.
seemed really down. They're down there. Not really, unless I'm actually there. But yeah. Let's continue on to some news. So, first and foremost, I kind of want to bring up Kokia's Best of album has a release date of February 21st. And it's her best of album because of the 20 years since her debut, if I remember that correctly.
Yep. I already have my copy pre-ordered.
Luna, why don't you kind of go into in depth of what kind of music that she does or that they do?
So it's just one singer, Kokia. Her music is very relaxing. It's like something you will listen to. It's peaceful. She also has done some like Irish type music as well. Some like Celtic Irish music. She released a Celtic album called Fairy Dance. And it actually has songs sung in like the Celt language, and I really enjoyed it. A very nice, relaxing music. Her most famous song, I would say, is Arigato. It is on her first album, Songbird, and she's resung it a couple times on other albums. It is an absolutely gorgeous song. It still brings tears to my eyes because it's so beautiful. She's done a few anime songs too, like theme songs, and they're more of the opera type theme songs. She has a very interesting voice range. When you hear her, it's different. I would say my favorite album is probably, she has a lot of albums. It's hard. Moment, Songbird, Aiga Kikoeru. But I recommend checking her music out, or at least getting this best of album. It's 4 discs, and for $60 and 4 CDs with 62 songs, that's a great deal. That's about $1 a song, same as you pay on iTunes. So I'm picking it up because there's songs I do not have that are on that album, and it's a must-buy for me. I want to support her and her music since she doesn't do like a lot of big sales. She's not like a huge artist. So.
I see. But yeah, continuing on our next topic here. Coming off the hotness of Kohaku, X Japan is gonna go to Coachella.
Yes, that is the weirdest news I think I've seen all week. Just because it seemed like it came out of left field, but this actually came off of Anime News Network of all places, and. They're making their America debut at Coachella. So whenever that is, if you're local, living in the area, go check them out. Let us know how they do. I mean, I think they would fit right in over there, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, prepare the peyote. But yeah.
It's legal if you're, if you fall under certain religious aspects.
Yeah. Continuing on, we have Duet Infinity's new album, Alive. It will also be releasing on February 28th. It will include the singles Alive, Iron Hornet, To You, and Kishi no Juryu. Then that's the Kishi no Juryu's single just came out I want to say a month ago. So
yeah, it came
really
out in
good.
December. It was really good. Like that was a solid song.
Yeah, so I'll probably be getting that one actually.
I'm thinking about it. I love Duet Infinity.
I'll probably wait till it hops on iTunes, but as soon as it's on iTunes, I'll probably pick it up.
Yeah, and then kind of continuing down to our last bit of news for the week. Wanima is gonna have their first major album be releasing on the 17th of this month, and they're putting up all the stops. Pretty much, they're having a fan meet and greet on the 16th, and leading up to a concert on YouTube Live. So I'm gonna try and watch it. Time zone wise, it's a little bit conflicting with mine because they start at like 7:30, I think, in Japan time. So
Yeah, like the sad thing is for me is it starts. It means it'll be 7:30 at night here, or no, it'd be 7:30 in the morning here for me. I don't know. I might be able to catch that.
It'd be, if it's 7:30 for you, it'd be 6:30 a.m. for me. I'm usually up, but I'm also at work.
Well, it'll be MLK Day, so do you have that day
I will
off?
be getting ready for work. Nope, I do not. I will be getting ready for work because I work at 7, so I will be getting ready for work at 6. I'll be leaving 10 minutes afterward. I could technically watch part of it at work because it's not a big deal, but
What? Yeah, well, I'll try to check it out.
it's hard.
Like just wake up really early that morning and try to see if I
hopefully catch
can
it.
catch it. Well, due
Well,
to reasons like I have to stay with somebody else this weekend, and their internet is it barely runs Facebook, so I don't like that. That's the caveat. So it's like, well, I'll have to go somewhere else to like I'll have to leave where I'm staying to go check this out. So it may not be in the cards, but I'll definitely try because I mean I've
Yeah,
been
I'll try. I can listen to it on the way to work. You know, I can play it on my phone on the way to work. I mean, just can't watch it. I can listen to it. So.
oh yeah, it'll be the middle of the night for me when it it starts. So I kind of count on you guys for this.
I'll try my best. Just
Yeah.
remind me the day before because when I wake up for work in the morning, I am a zombie. So
No worries, no worries.
I feel your pain. Like it's all I can do to get out of bed and go to work.
yep.
Okay, so with that, let's continue on to the Oricon. As always, fun times.
Oh yeah.
Certainly interesting
Okay.
week. At
Yes,
least in the
I agree.
albums. At least in the albums.
hmm
The album wise, yes. Singles wise, it's a lot of older stuff, surprisingly. And apparently, Japan agrees with me by going down the 46 rabbit hole. And you know, the first two singles is all done by Nogizaka 46. The first one is Negi Mizu, and that sold a very moderate 15,000 copies. It wasn't too bad. I really liked it. When I went down my rabbit hole, that was one of the first ones that I got. So it's a summer song. So
Well, like Google Translate translates the song title to "Escape Water," so I guess you literally use this as a escape.
yeah, I guess you can use it as an escape for that matter. But yeah, continue on to number 2. It's also Nogizaka with Itsuka dekiru kara kyou de dekiru. So yeah, this is an inspirational song. So it's all right. I liked it. It was okay, but not much to say. It's in the vein of Akimoto's style for idols music, anyway.
I liked it. It's fairly upbeat.
Yeah, it's an inspirational song.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to
It's
say.
good. You know, when you're down to bring you back up.
Yeah, that's the trap though. All that music, all that idol music song, it's a trap, man.
I think it's a trap I'll gladly stick my hand in.
Okay, continuing on to number 3. Sanzen ni Ichido no Happiness, or One Happiness in 3,000 Years by Seila. They're one of their lower indie idol groups. Once again, it's fairly. They have their own fan following, and it sold a very modest 11,000 copies. So it was all right. I listened to a lot of the samples of it, and I mean, it is idol music, so you kind of know what you're preparing for the most part.
That's why I like. That's why I like idol music. You know what you're getting, and you know if you like it or not. So because it's usually consistent. Like it's very rare that like it's just polar, like extreme polar
Just out of
opposite.
left field, yeah.
I mean, it happens. I'm certain, but
it's-
it's fairly consistent. And you know what you're getting. So yeah, if you like
Yep.
idol stuff, you should like this as well.
But yeah, continuing on to number 4, Heads Up, in big capital words, by BAP or BAP. I believe he's a Korean singer. Am I
Yes.
correct on that?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're I thought they were a K-pop group and not just a singer.
Oh, they could be a group.
I'm
like I
pretty
said,
sure they're a
that
boy
tells-
band. I'm not
that tells you
100%, but
That tells you how much I know of that.
It is a 6-person.
I know-
It is a 6-man group.
Oh, baby.
that's what
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking. I know they've done a couple tours in the US, so that's how I know their name. And I know a lot of people are huge fans of them. So I've heard them around. I'm not surprised they're trying to break into the Japanese market.
Oh, yeah, because a lot of that dance style, they got to bring that out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that sold a very lovely 8,000 copies. Not too bad, but usually the singles don't really break too much anyway. But yeah, continuing down to number 5 is Kaze ni Fukueta Demo by Kizaki Kaya 46. This is one of their newer songs. Well, newer being the last one that they did before the year's end. It was alright. It's another inspirational idol song too. Kind of getting back into the swing of school during that time anyway. But yeah, I like it. I've been starting to focus on this group more than Nogizaka, but that's just my personal preference. It sold a lovely 7,000 copies, so once again, not too bad. But yeah, hey, going down to number 6, Hey Say Jump is still hanging on there, but they dropped dramatically down to number 6 with White Love. And it's the same winter song, if I remember correctly. But it's been on there for a while now, for about
It's
2
still
weeks.
still the winter season, so I'm not too surprised.
Yeah, and that sold about 6,500 copies. So I mean, it's getting there. It's getting down to obscurity for the most part now. But continuing on to the winter season is "Awaken the Power" by St. Aqua Snows. If I remember correctly, this is Love Live, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Love Live
it's Love
Sunshine.
Live Sunshine.
Oh, I gotta.
Yeah, if you go to watch Love Live, it's a different group. So the Sunshine's really important.
Oh yeah, and I can see why this is so popular too. They just did a fan meet and greet recently, so I guess posters of sales from that also help. But they're kind of going down too. They sold only 6,000 copies with this. And continuing on to number 8, we have NMB48, the only one of 48's group, with the Watarota People. And yeah.
The English translation is Walota People, and I'm like maybe the Japanese is no, it's still mostly the same. Okay, this is funny.
No, it's exactly the same. Yeah.
Hilarious.
And it's pretty bad too because I really like NMB48 and this song pretty much got sent out to die. Or this single got sent out to die because it was like, yeah, it has to do with winter, so we couldn't fit it in with before the winter season, so we'll just do it right after and just send it out to die. Last week it went out to number 1, I believe, but it just dropped dramatically to number 8 here. And I like NMB. I really like NMB. I really like Yamamoto, who is the center of it at that time. Of NMB, and I feel that she might be graduating pretty soon too. But at the rate this is going, it only sold about 5,000 copies. So, but yeah, continuing down to number 9, NGT48 with Sekai wa Dokomade mo ao Soda no Naka ka. I remember you really liking this song, right?
I did like the song. Like the song's really good. It's kind of inspirationally. I recommend to people if you haven't had a chance. And if I'll try to tweet it out later. You've got to check out this music video. It is a production. And that's putting it very mild. It is 12 minutes long, 2 minutes of its credits. But it is it is an epic to say the least. And I don't want to spoil it, but it has a story that it needs to tell. And after the song ends, there is a little post song scene. And the thing that I really liked about the music video is there's English subtitles through the entire thing. So even when they're singing the song, like there's an English translation of the lyrics that they're singing, so you can follow along with it. You don't have to know any Japanese in order to understand what the song's about or what's going on in context of the music video. But at the end of the music video, I think it's the same girl, but it's at 2 different points in her life, and like one point it's like she's kind of looking toward the future, and that's all, and like all of her dialogue is translated into English, but then like the future version of her is not translated into English at all, and I couldn't begin to tell you what's going on in that. like she's out in the middle of some random field. She's crying. She runs to a chain link fence, and she's clawing at it, and she's screaming in Japanese, and I'm like, I don't know what this is anymore. Something went horribly wrong.
It's the prequel to Terminator, right there, and just holding on to that fence while
it is very Sarah Connor in Terminator 2-esque. it has the vibe. So and so it's just like, not being a Japanese speaker, I don't know what's going on in that last sequence. I can only guess that her future didn't turn out the way she wanted it to, but up until then, it's a beautiful music video about wanting to become an idol and striving to become somebody, even if you come from nothing. So it's very nice music video. It's definitely worth your time and energy. It does take a left turn after that song ends, though. You need to know there's a left turn, and when it happens, you're still in the same music video. Because I thought, did the video change? I mean, these women look the same, but they're even in the same outfits. But is this the same? Yeah. Oh. That's happening.
Oh,
that is happening.
And that sold another lovely 4,000 copies. And Gray, I'm gonna let you intro the last song on the Oricon here for the single side.
I will be.
What is it called?
It is called
Mic Drop
by BTS. Yeah.
I really thought we were done with this. Oh my god!
And it came back.
Oh yeah,
It came back,
It came back.
clawing up from the freaking grave. There, it clawed up there.
Mic drop, baby.
I am very happy. I am very happy it is an Idolmaster, but this is another close second to that.
yeah, it really is like I mean, like it's like I've said before, like I see the appeal. I know it has its fans. It is not for me in any manner. So,
Do you think it kind of got relevancy because of the fact that BAP is on there too?
it's possible.
BAP, you mean? Yeah, I could see that because they're very similar type groups.
And I'll be honest, the Olympics starts up next month, and that's in South Korea. So, there's a mild possibility next month, like we could see a huge uptick in Korean music because people will be interested in the culture that the games are being played in. So, this could be a sign of things to come.
No, I can see that because Bo is also releasing a new album next month, and that'll also peak Korean music as well, in my opinion, as Bo is Korean. So I could see a few more K-poppers making it on the charts.
Oh, yeah.
She's half Korean, half Japanese, right?
Yeah.
No, she's Korean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
not
Korean.
She's not any Japanese, but she's fluent Japanese.
Well, I know she's really.
Her Japanese is really freaking good, though.
Well, like I know she has
an amazing voice.
I know she has a stellar career in both Japan and Korea, and I like she's one of the first few ones that I've heard of to really bridge the gap, like the water, so to speak.
Yes. Oh, she definitely did. I think she is one of the biggest K-pop stars ever in Japan. I mean, she really did bridge that gap and make way for other Korean artists because no one before her really could do that. And I think because she studied Japanese for years to be fluent, and she doesn't have an accent really. Plus her voice is also the thing that really made her popular, and her music style as well. So I feel like she really did help pave the way for everyone else who's come after her.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that, but we'll see. I am very hesitant to look forward towards the future of that when the Olympics happen. Hopefully, U.S. can come out strong on that.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. I'm not going to get into that, but I know what you mean.
But yeah, continuing on to now the album side. And I always love the switch of numbers from singles to albums.
It's vastly higher.
Difference.
It's vastly higher to the point that even the number 6 probably outranks all the other ones from the single side pretty much.
Oh, the best selling the best selling single sold 15,870 copies. That is equivalent to about number 5 here.
Yeah,
like it's crazy.
It is crazy. But speaking of crazy, well, let's continue on to number 1, West of All by Johnny's West, capping in at number 1 with a humongous 104,000 copies.
You can round up. You can round up. That's 105.
That's 105. Okay.
Yeah.
105,000 copies there. Jesus Christ, Johnny's. But yeah, if you guys don't know, Johnny's West is the Johnny's Juniors group of Kanjani 8. So they kind of branched out back in the early aughts with other specific I want to say prefectures groups. So Kanjani 8 is like the Kansai prefecture area, So the Johnny's Juniors is Johnny's West of them, pretty much. And a lot of their songs are in Kansai Ben, or the Kansai language. So, but yeah, it's really popular. Johnny's will always just wash over everything that happens. So, and that's a testament to that. But yeah, continuing on to number 2. Well, once again, Namie with Finally.
Yep.
I'm
we're gonna continue to see it.
Like I think this album might be immortal. Like it's never been number 1. I think it dropped to number 6 last week, but it's right back at number 2, strong as ever, and still kicking it. Like, it's crazy.
Well, I mean, this is her final album, so I can see it's gonna be on here for a while.
She could always pull a new Tada.
You know, part of her legacy.
She can always retire, put that in quotes, and then come back 10 years later and have a career revival. Like,
that's true, but I mean, she is going to be 40. So, I mean, yes, there are singers who are still popular, you know, as they're older. I mean, Bonnie Pink's 47 and still doing music, but I don't know. You know, she's done this since she was, I want to say, like 13, 14.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
on there.
That sounds
14,
about right.
So you're kind of, you know, she might come back maybe for a small revival, but I don't know how likely I can see that happening, to be honest.
I just think like she's going to retire. Like I just think she's going to retire, and I think she's going to get bored. Like this is what she's been doing her entire life, and after some well-deserved rest and peace, like she's going to look around. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of this monotonous day in, day out, nothing to do. Let's get the band back together.
Well, she does have a son, so I mean, she might want to spend time with her son, who she's not really spent time with. So that's the other thing I kind of thought about. But I mean, time will tell. I can see her record label releasing another album later to commemorate, you know, another anniversary.
No, man, they're probably gonna do like a fun 70 disc set and
every song that one's ever produced. Boop.
Yeah, or
every single song. Yeah.
I can see a lot of that happening. You know, I mean, she's under Dimension Point, but they're a sub label of Avex Tracks, and if you all know Avex Tracks, they release a lot of stuff and re-release things.
They like to churn it out, man.
Yes, and I can see them taking advantage of this. You know.
Oh yeah.
So.
Easily taking advantage of this. But yeah. Continuing on to number 3. Best Generation from Exile Tribe. I'm just gonna also lump this in with number 5 because they kind of technically cheated. They made 2 different versions of the same album. They made an international version and the Japan only version, and they both placed on here. Last week was, if we were to do the Oricon from last week, it was ridiculous because they sold a total amount of copies of close to 200,000 copies of both CDs right there. Yeah, 200,000, and I'm just like, yeah, this is probably going to be on here for another week. I'm predicting that much before it just drops off. It's their version of a best of album, and it's a huge amount, I want to say. So the DVD was like a 3 DVD set, I believe, that included it.
Oh wow!
So yeah, and I'll just include the combined numbers. The number 3, the first one, the regular edition, which is number 3, is 32,000 copies, and number 5, which is 15,000 copies right there. So, which is the international one. But yeah, I mean, if you really like Exile Tribe, and I know a lot of guys do because they want to drop that beat, It's
I mean,
really
if I was a
popular.
fan of them, I'd buy both editions. I've done that with artists before. I own several Coda Kumi edition CDs and Mesa and Dream. If they have something different on that set list, I've done that and double dipped. So I can see a lot of people doing the same thing with this.
Yeah, I understand the appeal too because I've done it for AKB. AKB cheats also because they include different songs on different
I know.
CDs.
I hate that. I hate when
So,
they do that. Coda Kumi's done that too. I own like 3 different single editions of a couple of her songs because of that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I really hated it when it was going into Senbatsu time or election time for AKB because, one song would be the Undergirls and one song would be the Future Girls. Well, great, don't worry about this. Once it hits Senbatsu time or election time for AKB, I will go into detail about this. Otherwise, I'm just saying phrases that's just going right over everyone's head right now.
Me too. I don't follow the AKB48 as much, so you can explain that at a later date.
I figured this is like some
we'll
word
get
akin to
around that during
election.
the summer.
I figured this is like some word akin to like an election. So I'm like, because like I think like all the girls in AKB48 are voted in or something like that.
Well, yeah. Well, let's just Some
Let's
of them
table
they
it for
do,
another
but some
time.
of them they audition. Yeah, we'll table it for another time because I could just go on about this. But yeah, continuing on to number 4, Duran Gray, and I haven't seen this name in a long ass time.
Same.
Vestige of Scratches, and this is their anniversary best of set too. It's been 20 years since their debut, also, and by God, it is a 3-disc set, and it is a slog to go through. I only know everything from the second disc, and that's all I know. I don't know any of their earlier stuff, and so it was a nice little passage of time to go through there, but my goodness, it just brought me back to middle school and high school when I started listening to all the Visual K. But yeah, it sold a lovely 17,000 copies, and it sold. Yeah, I'm kind of sad because I really wish that it sold a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised.
At least 30,000. I would at least thought it would reach that, but not even that much. But I guess that shows you how much Visual K changed too.
Well, it's also it just got released. There's been like some other big releases. There's only so much room in the market for various things, so I don't know. Give it a week or two. It could pop up and get bigger. I mean, it's certainly possible that this isn't the last we've seen of this Duran Gray.
Yeah, hopefully not. I just, I really want it to do well. But yeah, continuing on to number 6. It is from DJ Wa, and it's Love to Popu Sukidatta Hito o Tomo desu Utao ga aru. It's a bunch of her remix. This is a fairly older album too. I got it I want to say a month or 2 ago, and it wasn't too bad. I liked it. If you like the remixes, but it is a kind of a slog through also because it is like a 2 or 3 disc set too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's been charting for a while, but I'm happy to see it back up here. And that sold a lovely 12,000 copies also. But yeah, continuing on to number 7 is Greatest Hits 2011 to 2017 of Alter Ego from Egoist. And this got released last week, and this one is pretty good. It's pretty much a best of for Egoist also.
I like Egoist. I really like the song they did for Guilty Crown.
The only Egoist. Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot they did that song. They
did Guilty Crown and Psychopaths, maybe?
Did they?
Maybe.
I thought they did one for Sword Art
Maybe?
Online.
You know what? I think they did. I'm actually looking it up now to see. Oh, they did one for Fate Apocryph. I can't say that name.
Fate
Apocrypha.
Apocrypha? Oh, they did that opening?
Yes, they did.
That opening is
yes,
dope.
they did that. They did Kabanari of the Iron Fortress.
See, I'm still waiting to see that.
They did do Psychopaths. They did Project Ito, which did like Harmony and Empire of the Corpses.
Empire of the Corpses is a good movie.
I haven't watched it yet, but I have it on my list.
I
really like Departures. So
you're saying things that I don't know now.
Sorry. But that would be an album worth picking up if you're a fan of them. I mean, for greatest hits, they got some great songs on it. So
I'll definitely have to check that out because, like, I love the opening of Fate Apocrypha. Like that gets me pumped for that show, which it really devastates me that only the first 12 episodes are on Netflix. So I'm like, come on, hurry up.
It'll come out because the Japanese Blu-ray box comes out soon. So I have a feeling then it'll get released to Netflix then for the second set.
Yeah, it ends at episode 12, which is quite the cliffhanger. I'm like, no, you people are rude. Give me my show.
Yeah, that it sold a lovely 12,000 copies, so it's pretty good. But granted, this is the second week. I think it ranked number 2 last week, so it did fairly well on the week of its release. So I'm happy to see it still being a little bit relevant there. But yeah, continuing on to number 8. Oh, this is a blast from the past. It is Bootleg by Kenshi Yonezu. They made their debut when we first started the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's good to kind of see them back on the chart there. And yeah, if you want to hear our review of it, just kind of listen to our older shows because we kind of talked a lot about it back then.
Yeah. I need to go back and really like give this a listen to because it's been a while, but he's a good artist, and I certainly recommend him. He's got a good sound to him. Definitely worth checking out, especially if you enjoy My Hero Academia, because he does the second opening, I think. Yeah, second opening.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely check that out if you like that show, because you've heard at least one of his songs, so you know he's good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it sold about 8,000 copies too, so not too bad. Hanging on there. But yeah, continuing on to number 9 is Ragnarok by Bro Beat. And this is kind of an alternative rock band. They're not too bad. I listened to a couple of their older stuff. Granted, this is kind of like a mini MP because it only has 7 songs on it, so I'm kind of disappointed about that.
They'll probably release something bigger later.
Yeah, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, it sold a very modest 7,000 copies, so it's not too bad. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be here next week. So, well,
we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. And then rounding out at number 10 is Universe 2017 Winter Special Album by EXO. I have no idea what I just said.
They're a Korean group. They're a Korean boy band. Well, if I'm correct, they're a Korean boy band.
Let's check that out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right, and which would be the reason why I don't know. It is a South Korean Chinese boy band. Well, there it goes.
Yep, I thought they were because I've heard the name before. So, and you know what, with BTS on there and BAP, I'm not surprised EXO made it. So,
well, it's a best of for the 2017. So
yeah.
Yeah. It released 2 weeks ago, so it's holding on at 5,000 copies. Though.
Ooh, yeah, very low number, but it's still in
Very
there.
low known. Yeah, but I guess that tells you how much these numbers kind of just drop. Once again, number 10 to number 1 is it's kind of painful to look at that.
It's
Yeah, you look at
100,000
it's
between
a
the
big
two of them.
deal. Yeah.
just a bit there.
Skosh.
Just a skosh there. But yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it on our for the Oricon. Just another couple of housekeeping things that I kind of want to bring up. You can reach us at ongaku to you on Twitter and ongaku to you at gmail.com. All one word, right?
Yes. Yeah, all one
Yes.
word.
Yes. All one word. And if you guys looked at our SoundCloud or our iTunes and Google Play stuff, you'll notice that we changed our art, our little logo there, and that is done by Taylor Heath. And
Yes.
I want to give a huge shout out to him and thank him very much because we kind of feel special with our own little art there.
It feels more official now that we have like a logo and stuff, and yeah, he's an old friend of mine, and I reached out to him, and he finally got back with me, and he was able to give us this, and I think he went above and beyond what we asked, because he even threw in
I
the
agree.
kanji.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, he even threw in the kanji, and I didn't say anything to him about throwing the kanji in. He just threw that. He was just like, I'm just going to do that to, give it some flair, and I think it makes it pop in a cool way. So it is really nice, and I do want to personally thank him for this. Like, he did a stellar job, and we hope you guys like it going forward, and hopefully with an official album art like this, it'll encourage people to check us out more. So and we're still a growing podcast, so by all means, if you really like us, do us a favor. Tell anybody that watches anime or has any passing interest in Japanese culture to please just give us a check. Check us out. We would really appreciate that because this show will grow most by word of mouth more than anything else. So we need the listener support to make the show grow. I mean, we're not going anywhere. We're doing this for fun, but we would be really excited to see the audience grow and just build a community that shares a passion and love for this like we do. So please tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. Check us out. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
That's all we can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that, I just want to thank you guys very much for giving us a listen. And this is Ken signing off and saying thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you all for listening to this week's podcast. If you guys have any, questions or requests, feel free to send it to our Twitter. I look forward to next week, and you guys have a great week. This is Luna signing off.
And if you guys are checking out any bands that we've been talking about, or if you guys are listening to something and you think we might be interested in it, just let us know. You can tag us in a tweet or email us. We always are interested to hear new artists and definitely interested to expand our knowledge of Japanese music. So by all means, we can use your help as much as you can use ours. So thank you so much. This is Gray signing off, and you guys have an excellent week.